Move my cards. Wait for the video to do its thing. I would like to pay my respects to the spirits of the land where it is freaking freezing today. Guys, it is freezing. Today is the first day that we were able to light the fire from last night's fire. And I know that might sound stupid, but it's a thing. We officially were able to run the fire throughout the whole night and it was cold. I think it was like, I don't know, I think it said it felt like 1.3 this morning. And I have done my workout with the amazing Norm at Fitness Fanatics. Hence I am feeling disheveled, but oh my God, I feel amazing. So, and it's good morning, Eden. How are you? So lovely to see you. I hope everything is going well. Wow. So at 8:34, so in 4 minutes, the moon is going to move into Scorpio, guys. And you know that I fucking love the Scorpio moon. I know, Karen, it's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, I was fully rugged up. We even had gloves on this morning, beanies out there training, but at least it was sunny. At least it was sunny. Okay. Wah. All right, so we've got some shit happening, guys. All right, so we have now got the sun in Gemini. All right, so it moved in there last night at 11 p.m. So we now, our thoughts, sorry, I'm just trying to get my chart up over here. So yeah, the sun, excellent, excellent. Good stuff, Eden. All right, so the sun has now moved into the cerebral fortress of our minds. Good morning, Kath. How are you? So, yeah, we've moved up off the lounge, guys. All right, so yeah, you know, the Taurus is very grounded, logical, stable, functional, and now we move into ADHD central. Gemini, Mercury, and I have been saying for the first 2 weeks of the sun in Gemini, we have Mercury, that ruler, in Taurus. So it won't be too off its head. You know, it's going to be a little bit logical. And if you were on yesterday, I was saying that Mercury's not really actually talking to anyone until the 26th. So that is Sunday. All right, so Mercury's just doing its own thing. The sun's doing its thing, and the two of them are not they're not really, you know, Mercury's not really guiding the sun very well. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe it's just doing its own thing for a while. Anyway, so like I said, in 2 minutes, this moon moves into Scorpio. I'm looking at it now, waiting for it. I've got the inner cigar cards. All right, so now we have an inconjunct between the sun and the moon. All right, that is exact at 9:30. Good morning. Is it April? Is that how I say it? April? Anyway, good morning. um, so, all right, remember the inconjuncts, right? The sun is now here, whereas the moon is now down there. All right, so we're going into the depths of our soul, or, you know, those intensely emotional places. Um, it's the moon, so it's our emotional state, all right? And so, you know, think of those skeletons in the closet, the things that we want to hide because they're a little bit dark, maybe taboo topics. It could be things like shared resources, intimacy. I was just listening to a book, thank you, April, and the guy was saying, I have a heart erection. And I just went, oh my God, that's gorgeous. That I have a heart erection. How funny is that? He was like too thinky. Good morning, Heather. How are you? Good morning, Cara. So, all right. Now, in addition to that moon going into Scorpio, oh, come on. Like 1 minute. I'm waiting. I just want to see it click over. All right, so we also have the moon square Pluto. So in the modern rulership, Pluto rules Scorpio. In the traditional rulership, we have Mars ruling Scorpio. So we need to look at both of those planets. Now, the moon is square to Pluto at 12:30, but in the sky, the sun is trine Pluto, all right? So a square is things need to be worked on. There's some tension, a little bit of whereas a trine, it's a harmonious, it's more of a flow, all right? So there are things coming up, all right? So Scorpio moon, yeah, officially Scorpio moon. All right, so we are finding ourselves in the place that You know, we're contemplating those darker topics, and it's okay. All right, it is totally fine. We have, you know, even though there's those inconjuncts and squares, we got this, girl. I don't know if there's any gentlemen here, but we got this, girl. Like, you know, you are older, wiser, you know your shit, you know where stuff come from. You don't need to let those things hold you back anymore. We are observing. Yay, I'm the 15th of November. What are you, April? So yeah, so some sort of secret or new understanding can be exposed at this time or just is coming up for you, okay? So it's going to cause some sort of shift in our mindset. Remember that sun, Gemini, it's in conjunct, you know? So the in conjunct is where you get you know, we're on the seesaw and we're trying to keep that seesaw straight. So we brace our core. So we go inside for that strength. All right. So just think of doing a plank, or think of, you know, when you were a kid and we try to balance that seesaw. It is an internal strength that we are looking for. All right. So sit with it for a little while before you think, before you respond or react. Yeah, awesome, awesome. All right, so it might just turn out to be the major plot twist that you need to get action started. All right, because the sun just goes around the zodiac, highlighting different areas of our lives or society. All right, so now where is that sun in your own chart? All right, so when you get a reading, we have a look at where is Gemini in your chart. All right, so last night in the coaching group, we had a look at where the sun, where Jupiter is going to transit in your chart. Two of the ones that I read both had Jupiter transiting in their fifth house. Both of them had Jupiter in Gemini. So, so get your chart read to see where those blessings are going to be highlighted for this next, excuse me, this next year. All right. Anyway, for today, don't allow, you know, don't allow that inner critic to bring you down. All right. We are looking for the lessons. We are looking for forgiveness. We are looking for that internal sense of our own strength and well-being. All right. If we honor, oh, awesome, an October one. My mum's the 30th. So yeah, we're looking for that internal strength. We're looking for the fact that you have overcome a lot of things in the past. All right. It's Scorpio. Just look at those areas and give yourself the credit. Like I was saying for yesterday, have a look at the last month, have a look at the last year, have a look at how far you've come and be your own cheerleader. All right. In the case of Scorpio, you have overcome a lot of trials and crisis in your life. Every freaking month we have the moon going through Scorpio. Every year we have the sun going through Scorpio. You know, every day there is a potential for something happening in your eighth house, or, you know, that Scorpio related stuff. So it's not an unusual thing. It's just how you perceive the challenges that you are given. All right, didn't mean to go so deep, but there it is. All right, so remember, Mercury's just doing its own thing. We do have in the sky the Sun conjunct Venus. You know, there's some beautiful feelings. Now, Venus goes into Gemini on Friday. And then Jupiter goes into Gemini on Sunday. But on Saturday, Venus is trine Pluto. So there is still a bit of Pluto action happening, because remember, as soon as something moves into a new sign, it potentially could aspect that Pluto, which is only at 2 degrees of Aquarius. All right. So we're going to have these bumps. All right. They don't have to be complete breakdowns or tower moments. They can just be bumps. And remember, in the beginning, I was saying it could be a complete plot twist for you. It could be a complete shift in mindset. It's a matter of the adjustment that you make and what you make of it. All right. So let's draw a card. So April, every Scorpio moon, I have these cards and they are amazing. So we do this because we want to utilize Scorpio. It's the transformation power. It's the phoenix moments. It's rising above the things that can potentially hurt us. Hi, Sean. How are you? Nice to see you. All right, so let's go. So, oh, I am seeing a black sheep. I wonder what that means. Other than being the black sheep, that could be a trauma. Maybe someone feels like they're not, that sense of belonging, that not being accepted as you are into the family. Phoenix, rising of Phoenix comes to, ooh, all right, of course. So the card we got is letting go. All right, so I need my glasses for this one because the words are so little. Hang on. 26 is the number, if anybody loves numbers. All right. The situation has served its purpose. You are being challenged to change your point of view. Oh my God, how much in alignment is this? I love it. You're being challenged to change your point of view and recognize that this particular relationship has run its course. Although you may be afraid to let go, the universe has a new opportunity for you. Plot twist! Which will allow you to experience the kind of passion and satisfaction that you have always dreamed of. Heart erection. Saying goodbye is never easy, and you can make, and can you make, and can you make you feel, oh, sorry, hang on, let me just backtrack here. Saying goodbye is never easy and can make you feel like you are a failure. You must not allow yourself to be persuaded by other people or your own doubts to keep holding on. Focus on opening your heart to a new opportunity. Leave the baggage of past mistakes behind you. It is important that during this letting go process that you are gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to have time alone. Write, meditate, paint, sing, and dance. Do whatever you can to heal and let go of the pain that is holding you back, and recognize that your spirit is beckoning you to grow. When you feel stuck, ask yourself, is this my belief or someone else's? How does it serve, and am I willing to let go of my fears and unfounded limitations? So that is just amazing. All right, hang on, let me go. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I know, heart erection. How funny is that? Wow. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are like, this is spot on. All right. So now you get to look at your day, and rather than be buffered by the astro weather, you're like, okay, I can get a fucking umbrella, or you can adapt to your day knowing that these are the potentials that might come my way, and I know that I can respond rather than react. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Tears are okay. You are allowed to feel. All right. So that's pretty much, now this Scorpio moon is actually quite long. All right. It is nearly a full 3 days. All right. So we've got today, tomorrow, and up to about 6:30 on Thursday, which is also the full moon. All right. So now just allow these next couple of days. I always do this one, those biorhythms. All right. So here you are at the top, and you're going to go down, and then you're going to come up out into Sagittarius, and you've got a Sagittarius full moon, and you're like, oh, I fucking get it. All right. So the next couple of days, just support yourself. Okay, amazing, Susan, amazing. Yeah, support yourself. Now, tomorrow there is a lot of potential for strong urges. All right. Now, because the moon is in Scorpio, and like I was saying earlier, the traditional ruler is Mars. I am going to, good morning, Kylie. How are you? So nice to see you. All right. So I'm going to remind you, that we have Mars. Now it is moving towards the Hygeia Chiron conjunction. All right, so now I'm going to focus on this because this is my area of passion. All right, so our mental health, our well-being, our fitness, and our strength. All right. Good morning, Mel. How are you? So as Mars continues to charge forward towards this Hygeia, first of all, it hits Hygeia, where we are allowed to look at our mental health, our boundaries, our well-being. Have a look at those things in your life, and you've got the potential to be very sharp and cutting. All right, Mars rules sharp metal. Cut that shit away from you. Put those boundaries up. Do not be afraid to be harsh. Remembering that the sun is conjunct Venus, you might just have that slathering of honey. So to be able to sweeten the fact that you are putting up boundaries where you know you need to put them. All right. No one else can make these decisions for you. These are an internal gauge of comfort. All right. So yeah, absolutely. Coming up to the full moon as well. So while you're down there, feel into it. What is that uncomfortable feeling? Where does that barrier need to be placed? Because as soon as it passes Hygeia, it goes to Chiron. And if we are making the right choices, then we get that healing opportunity. So Chiron in Aries gets to heal us as individuals. All right. We get to heal that wound. We get to evolve above that wound, and then we become the teachers where we can then help others in that same experience. So, next couple of days, they're a little bit feely, but that's okay because you got this, all right? Find support where it's needed. Reach out to people. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. It doesn't have to be a reignition of old traumas. So yes. So that's it. Get your pens and papers out, all right? It's so important. Gemini, Sun in Gemini, write everything down, journal, use those skills. Remember also with the Sun in Gemini, we're remembering the reticular activating system. The things you focus on are the things that you see around you in life. So pay attention to those thoughts and love them or talk to yourself, release them, whatever it is, and go forth. So you guys are all awesome. I love you so much. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. So let it go.